Hello guys. So we got asked a question for our Van Life A to Z series, where we answer all of your van life and van build related questions. And the question we got asked is, what are the kitchen essentials we would recommend? And to be honest, we are still figuring it out. There's been a long saga of kitchen appliances that have made it in and made it out the van thus far, and there's upgrades coming up at some point in the future. I don't know when, but I thought we'll come on here and tell you what we've learned so far while I'm chefing here, cooking tomato pasta with pasta. I did not think this through. The key thing we've learned.
Apologies for the storm today.
The main kitchen essential is actually an extraction fan, especially when you're cooking on gas, and a carbon monoxide detector. These are the safety aspects of cooking with gas that are absolute must. And the extraction fan is a must to control odors as well, even if you're cooking on electric. Now, if this is the first video that you're finding us, or you don't know anything about our setup, we actually only use the gas stuff when we really have to, and we don't have plumbed-in gas. We're trying to do most of the things in the van with electric. However, electric heating and electric cooking when it's overcast and winter and basically horrible, when the solar panels are not pulling enough power to recharge our batteries, we have to go back to gas cooking for the time being until we upgrade our batteries and have more battery capacity. But that's for another video. Okay, so the cooking appliances that we currently have in the van is this 2-burner gas hob from Campingaz, a party grill Campingaz barbecue oven slash thingy, 2 induction hobs from Van Gogh, and a Remoska, which is our electric oven for the time being. And let me just see if I'm missing something. Oh yes, we also have a toaster under here and a Jetboil. So they're the things that we're using right now. The van also used to have a blender, but for the time being we weren't using it enough. I think we need a dedicated mount for it to be actually helpful, so that had to vacate the premises for now.
We forgot the waffle maker.
You're right, cameraman. Yes, we do have a waffle maker. It is stored right here. You see that little arm? It's right here. That is the waffle maker. And if you do happen to meet us at an event, it will be quite likely that we'll be making waffles, as many of you would know if you have already seen us at an event. We usually are making waffles. We do vegan waffles now as well, by the way, guys. We learned how. We have flax seeds, and I know how to use almond milk now, so welcome, everybody's welcome. Is the waffle maker an essential? No, but I really love having it. We do actually use it more than one would imagine, because you can cook not just sweet stuff in it, but you can also cook savory things. So like sweet corn fritters, for example. Basically you do the mixture, you chuck any vegetable in, and you squish it. Or you can do a sandwich, like a toasty. Even though it's not a toasty maker, it's the same thing. It's 2 hot plates and you squish it. So it's actually very versatile. If you're into the electrical numbers, it uses 1,200 watts of power. We are actually trying to run this van on electric as much as possible. We would like to be more green. We would also like to be off-grid as much as possible and not dependent on external fuel sources. So largely, for the most of the year, we only use electric, which is charged by our solar panels and our alternator, and diesel for our main house heating. However, when it gets all cloudy, overcast and generally mucky, and the sun tilts too low to actually be very efficient on the solar panels, we do end up having to use our gas hobs, either the barbecue grill or these 2 here, because we just need to conserve power. So I would say a huge kitchen essential actually is redundancy. So if you can get 2 different types of cooking method, so gas and electric, that means that you're covered for more or less all bases. And these all run on these canisters.
Yep, so these are Campingaz CV470 canisters. You can buy them in all over Europe, packs of 10 and 12. Yeah.
And suddenly I sound like Sam. And I know what most of you are thinking, holy crackers, that's a lot of appliances, and yes, they are. The main bit that's the problem is the oven. So we don't actually have a fully functioning gas nor an electric oven. So an upgrade that we really want to do is have an electric oven, which will probably go here or here. Oh, hello cat. But for that we do need a greater capacity of battery storage, so it's not currently possible today. Overall, is an oven necessary? No, it's not, because so far we have managed to do stuff without an actual oven. We cook pizzas in our gas party grill. It fits a relatively decent sized pizza. You can do jacket potatoes and very easy bakes in the Remoska. From all of this, I would say what's an essential is to have at least one hob, either an electric or gas, and if you can have both, that'd be cool. And the thing that that's an absolute essential for us is a Jetboil, because it is the best kettle I have ever had. It boils water so quickly, like under a minute sometimes. If it's a whole liter, maybe a minute and a half. And it's run on, again, this type of gas with the thread. You can get this size bottle, or you can get the small bottles as well, which actually stores in here. In here is the actual burner and the smallest gas canister that comes in this size. Okay, so you can take this hiking as well. I think we've raved about this in other videos as well, so I shan't go too far into it. But we've had it for 8 years and it's amazing, and I would say it's an absolute essential, especially if you like your hot drinks, which Sam does. I don't know what we'll do without it. The reason we haven't actually built any of these hobs into the counter is A, we don't have that much counter space, but B is also portability. It's for us to be able to just take this stuff out and cook outside when the weather's nice, and we want to just chill instead of be huddled in here and miss out the sun. This is actually really cool to have that option. Now, outside of the kitchen appliances, some essentials for us. So all of these essentials, they're personal. It really depends how much you cook, whether you can do it 1, 2 hobs, whether you must have an oven or something resembling an oven. It's all up to you. But it's just how we found using all these appliances and what we aspire to, I guess. But obligatory spice rack, okay, very important, with you know, labels which need redoing. I love having that, because then you can just pick it up and use it, which is great. I love having a pantry, a pull-out pantry. It is full of food.
Everything we could ever possibly need.
Yeah, you can fit so many stuff in there. Now, other things, in terms of cutlery, well, obviously the forks are in use, but I would say 4 forks, 4 knives, 4 like butter knives. That's a bit overkill. Probably we just need 2. 2 like cutting knives, a peeler, a crap ton of these small spoons, and a crap ton of spoons. That's the cutlery. It's really up to you what you have. We have this grater, by the way. It's great. It's small. It does grate only things finely, but it does fit in a drawer, and it doesn't take a huge amount of space like those rectangular ones. Then there's some measuring cups. Got a scale, you know, important. We got these collapsible funnels, which are a pretty good idea. They seem to work. Just don't put anything overly heavy in them, because they'll rip.
Or hot.
Or hot. Well, no, I think they're fine with hot at the moment. Yeah, some more measuring stuff, and a collapsible colander.
Which, have we actually ever used it?
To be fair, not really. But that's, I think, just because we're a bit lazy, and washing is a little bit of a... well, okay, you're gonna drain... Oh god, pasta's gonna burn. You're gonna drain the pasta, and then this is gonna be starchy, and then you're gonna have to clean that. And it's already bad enough you're gonna have to clean the pan from the starch. So I think that's why we haven't used it. But it's a good idea if you like a colander. Just normal kitchen stuff. It's just there's less of them than usually in a bigger house fixed kitchen, because it's a smaller kitchen.
Yeah. And then I would say the fridge.
Cat. Right, got some plates, got some lids, and obviously the fridge. A kitchen essential, I'm assuming if you're wondering what you should have in your kitchen, I'm assuming you like cooking at home a bit, so I'm gonna assume that you most likely keep things chilled. And for us, a fridge is an essential because we like cooking at home. We have shared our opinion on this fridge in another video, so I will not go into it. But some sort of fridge is a good idea. Actually, I think we should do a whole review on this fridge. Just title it "Review of the Dometic CRX80." Don't buy before you watch this drama, because I have a lot of dramatic things to say about this fridge, and you may already be reading my face. But anyway.
Knox agrees.
Oh, you should chill. Oh, you should chill, baby. Oh, what else do we need in the kitchen, my sweet?
More milk for me.
Cat food. Yes, cat food is an essential to have in every kitchen. If you do not have cat food for the would-be cat that stumbles to your van begging for food, then what are you doing? What are you thinking? How can you not have food for all the pets that come beg at your van door? Is that what you say? Hmm?
So would you like to say goodbye to
Would you like to say bye-bye? Bye-bye. By the way, guys, if you have any more questions or we missed something, I mean, like essential, there's a sink, you know, in the kitchen. Hot water is not an essential, but it's nice to have in the kitchen to wash things. What else is an essential? I've no idea. Those fruit nets is an essential. Excellent play toy for your cats as well. They love biting at it. Yeah, so
yeah,
that's more or less it. Now our pasta is congealing, so we're gonna serve it and eat it. My cat is eating my hand, and that is life. Goodbye.
She's staring directly at the camera.